this trip. What makes this trip so hard? I mean, Colorado. You look at Colorado; they're kind of in the middle of the Pac-12, but I think they're 6-1 at home in the Pac-12, one of the best records. Utah's always tough at home. What makes these two games so hard to win as the road team?
I think two things you have to point out is they're both extremely well-coached teams. They're guys that play hard, and they have really good environments, some tough environments for road teams to come in and play. I think the altitude definitely makes a little difference as well, but at the end of the day, it's just about the guys they have on the court. I think they're very well-coached and just play really hard to get the home wins, which are a commodity that everyone kind of searches for in this Pac-12.
You do anything to adjust the altitude?
I think it's just about conditioning at the end of the day and just kind of understanding that there's going to be a time where you're kind of gonna hit a wall in a certain sense. Just being able to overcome it though and just push through it. Because I mean it's hard to replicate that playing here in Los Angeles. So I think just the most important thing is just being understanding that going in and just being ready to overcome it.
Looking back at past years and the practices leading up to this road trip, have you had more conditioning in those practices to prepare for these games, or is it the same conditioning?
I think it's more or less just the same. Yeah, because I think this part of the season, it's hard to add more conditioning in because you're trying to still maintain your legs and try to just keep energy up the best you can. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. You just got to be ready for a fight and just give everything you got for the 40 minutes.
Aaron does so many things for you guys. What do you appreciate the most about having him on your team?
I think not only, I mean, he's an incredible player. He's done really, really great things for us this season and throughout his career. But who he is off the court, just as a leader and as a great teammate too, is two things that really stand out about him. I mean, yeah, like I said, he's a guy that gets it done each and every night. But he's a guy you can go to off the court and talk to about anything. I mean, yeah, he's just a great, great teammate to play with.
Of course, you don't. Of course, you don't want to ever have to play without him. Like last week, he had to go out and then you guys kind of gave up that big lead. What do you need to do to kind of keep it going, even if he's not on the court?
I think in those situations, I just need to do my best to keep our guards' heads in the right position. Because one thing that he does really well is he stabilizes our offense and our defense because he's usually bringing down the ball as the point guard and stopping their guy coming down the other end as their point guard. So I think just me as a center and as a senior, I need to talk to our guys and make sure that know that in those situations we have to work for the best shots we can offensively and just lock in and get stops on the defensive end.
This is your last go round here. Have you thought about, you got basically 4 more games, at least 4 more before the NCAA tournament selection. Have you thought about what you guys need to do to kind of position yourself for the best possible spot to make sure that you're in that?
Yeah, no, it's just winning games, really. I mean, that's kind of the remedy that solves everything. So, I mean, yeah, there's all the bracketology stuff going on, and different people have different perspectives on it. But if we win games and do what we're able to do, I think we'll put ourselves in a great position. So, yeah, at the end of the day, it just comes down to going 1-0 every day, whether it's on the practice floor or on the court. So, just doing the best we can every day to win games.
When you went home after the Oregon game the other night, obviously it's senior night, was it any different for you? Like, did you find yourself watching the highlights a little bit more than usual because it's your last home game? Like, what was that next 24 hours like?
It was weird. No, I think immediately after the game, I had a lot of family there just for senior night, people that came out to support me. And I mean, it was just nostalgic, just sitting with them there after the game, talking with them right outside Poly Court. I mean, it's just a weird deal knowing that it was my last time playing in Poly. And I mean, it was great to finish it with a win. And yeah, of course, looking back, it's going to be something I'm going to remember for a very long time. But I mean, it was just a special moment, and I think it finished off a special home court season. But now as a senior, my last go around, I just want to do the best to finish it off on the road and on neutral site games, and just finish the season off strong.